The feedback that I've gotten from students and colleagues for the things that I've done has been wonderfully rewarding, and the Trachtenberg Prize on top of that is icing on the cake. In the economics department, a lot of my work has been job placement and working with the alumni. One of the things we've set up is an alumni mentoring program between the alumni and the students. You have lots of opportunities to be the middle person. It doesn't take more time. It just takes being responsive. When I first went to college, I wanted to write humor, either directly for myself or to be a writer for a comic like a John Rickles type. I asked my advisor what could combine fun with science, and he said economics. I couldn't be the chief economist for Goldman Sachs and combine humor and economics because we might get sued. But as an academic economist, I can have as much fun as I want and do my economics.
I feel deeply honored to have won the Trachtenberg Prize for Scholarship. It's wonderful to be recognized by my colleagues in this way. And I feel it's not just an award for me, it's for my department, for my colleagues in anthropology as well. It's a small department, but it's a very supportive department where everyone is doing really good scholarship and teaching, and we all help each other to be the best we can be. My own work is about Western militarism, and it intersects strongly with public policy, which makes GW a perfect place to do it. So I study the culture of nuclear weapons designers. I've been interested to understand why people would feel they have a vocation to work on weapons of mass destruction. And what anthropologists do is that we take a form of life and we try and explain its logic to people outside that way of life. I've written a lot about drone warfare recently, and I've been very interested in the way drone technology has changed the experience of combat. I love being a researcher at George Washington University. Partly it welcomes interdisciplinary research of the kind that I do. I have a joint appointment at the Elliott School of International Affairs and in the Anthropology department. There aren't many universities in the country where anthropologists are so welcome in a public policy school, in a school of international affairs, but I felt very welcomed here by my colleagues in the Elliott School. Also, my research involves interviewing policymakers at the Department of Energy, the Department of Defense, and the National Security Council, in Congress. And so my lab, if you like, is all around me. It's just a few blocks away, within walking distance, all the people I need to interview for my research.
I really enjoy teaching, and to have my teaching be recognized by my students is something that I really value. One technique that I've found particularly useful in my teaching is to get really in-depth, detailed feedback from my students at the end of the semester. What I'm specifically looking for are things that they found challenging, things that they didn't like, things that they did like, things that they would change, and things that they would keep. And through that feedback, I then look back before I teach that class again and make some changes, tweak some things. You know, sometimes I try new things and I drop them because they don't work very well. You have to know your own strengths as a teacher as well to figure out how it is that you engage with them, how it is that you can help mentor them, really is what you're doing over the course of the semester.